Hello, it is me, Willow, and I'm back with another video. How exciting, I know. Now, I'm actually starting to do long form videos properly now, so yippee! Anyways, if you have read today's title or the thumbnail of the video or whatever, then you would know that I am rating and talking about your masks. Now, this video, it has relied mainly on you guys, and that's a good thing. However, I've had a lot of submissions. But let's first talk about the rating system. Now, it's going to be out of 5 bamboo shoots instead of stars, just because bamboo's like my thing, you know. Yeah, anyways, there is also going to be the feature of golden bamboo shoots. If I think a certain feature of your mask is extra cool, or there's just something I'm a bit biased about, which makes me like it a lot more. So back to the thing about there being lots of submissions. This video format of me talking and rating about your masks is most likely going to turn into a video series, because quite frankly, I've only been able to fit less than half of your masks into this video. I have been struggling to keep up with the amount of submissions I've been having, so starting from this video, there's going to be a Google form that you guys can fill out to submit your masks on, just because it's easier that way for me to, you know, organise things. If you've already submitted a mask and it's not in this video, then please do the form again, because then you're more likely for me to actually get you in the video, because quite frankly I'm not going to be checking my emails again for this thing, just because it's a bit difficult. I've also had a slight problem with crediting you guys as well, so some people in this video may not have proper credit. So if you're in this video, you see yourself and you're like, oh okay, I haven't got my name on there, it's just because you didn't really state your name, to be honest. But credit yourselves in the comments if you do see yourselves. Now, enough about me yapping about kind of pointless stuff to some people. Let's get on with the video. So this mask is from my good old mutual cadavercanis666 on Instagram and TikTok. So this mask, anyone can look at it and be like, ooh, that's a nice mask. So I'm personally going to give it 5 out of 5, plus a golden bamboo shoot, just entirely because of the uniqueness. You're going to notice a pattern in this video of me mainly scoring higher for unique designs, just because I love unique designs. So obviously this character design, very cool, very unique, very different. And you can also tell just by looking at it, it is very high quality. There's no gaps in any stitching, no exposed glue from what I can see. Just everything is very well sewn and just put together. And the species of this is also very unique as well, which is a tiger and a thycoline. If you don't know what a thycoline is, there'll be a picture somewhere here. It's basically just like an extinct tiger dog thingamajiggy. It's quite cool. And a feature I do very much so like about this mask is the black teeth. So if anyone has seen my first version of this mask, she did have black teeth. It looked so bad, and I think it's quite difficult to make black teeth actually look good on a fursuit. It does definitely look good on this one, and black teeth is just a very unique feature which I do like. I mean, do I need to say more about this? Just anyone can kind of tell how cool this is. It's very good taste. Just, yeah. Also, I've got some PowerPoint thing here, so me pressing a button is just looking at your next masks. So, this is Eric on Discord, not sure how to properly credit on this again. So, they've got 2 masks, quite a lot of people have submitted more than 1 mask. So, I'm personally going to rate these masks 2 out of 5. I feel mean rating low. I do like all of your masks, but I'm going to give this one a 2 out of 5. I like how they didn't use the traditional cat mask bases, just because that's also another element of uniqueness, which is good. And the colouring job is pretty good on the dog mask. It's quite clean. There's no messy bits, just, yeah, not much entirely to say, but the colouring job's quite good. However, the negatives to these masks is just kind of that they're a bit flat. So actually wearing them might be a bit uncomfortable on your nose and stuff. So they're only really very good for display pieces. But yeah, They're not entirely comfortable looking. They might be, I don't know, but they just don't look very comfortable. For the rabbit mask, it does feel a little bit messy with whatever's going on with the fur on the face. But I do like the unique vibe it gives off with like the technique used. I've never actually seen anyone do that with a mask, which is quite nice, but yeah, it does feel a little bit messy, but other than that, it's quite good. This mask, I do like it quite a lot. I'm going to give this one a 3.5 out of 5. I feel like I should rate it higher. I'm not entirely sure. I do like it. Also, is my bandage falling off? You guys didn't see that. My bandage was not falling off. Anyways, it does have a very, very nice base shape. The base shape is definitely a lot better than my base shapes, not gonna lie. I do definitely like the muzzle shape. It's very good, very defined. Definitely looks very dog-like. And also, the main thing is the paint job and the use of cardboard. They're both extremely neat. And you can't really see any mistakes going on with either of those, especially the paint job. Like, no clear errors. It's very nice. And there is a very good contrast between the colours. Like, the colour scheme, very nice. And also, I really like the gradient effect on the ears. I don't really see that going on very often, but yeah. I also like how they don't use the traditional method of felting a mask and then painting it. I've not really actually seen anyone properly paint straight onto the base, mainly because bases do end up being extremely messy most times. I might actually try this technique one time, because it is very well executed with this mask. However, the one downside, just the one, is that it's made of cardboard. Just, you know, anyone who's worked with cardboard and had a mask for a long time would know that cardboard doesn't exactly last very long if you're wearing it very much. That doesn't make sense. If you're wearing it a lot, cardboard isn't very good. But that's not really that bad of a negative. Like, I do like this mask quite a lot. I'm getting very warm under here. So, once again, don't know how to credit properly on here. Did I credit the last one? I don't know. If I didn't, it's going to be edited on. This is Luna that has sent in a mask on emails, so... Now, this mask I'm rating a 3.5 out of 5. Once again, I feel like a bit mean with this. However, I do have my reasons. So this is clearly a high quality mask. Like, you can just tell with the paint job, the fur, basically everything. Like, I don't know, there's not much else to say than the quality is very nice. I also do like how fluffy it looks. It's a very random point, but for some reason, if a mask looks really fluffy, then it's a bonus point. Just because I feel like painting on fur can usually look a bit rough and make it look less fluffy. So a fluffy mask is good, it gets you extra points. I don't really have much else to say. The design is quite simple and it's really just a cap, to be honest. I mean, that's not really a negative point, just another point really here. Like, the design could definitely be a lot more unique, but that's just me saying it. Like, I'm all for a very unique design, so less uniqueness, whatever. It's still good. Now, from Kartzag on Instagram, this is also a nice one. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. And it is just very good high quality, like, all around. Once again, you can see the quality in this. Just a lot of these masks in this video are very high quality, which you kind of do see with all of them. While it's not super unique with, like, the design, I do like how it's, like, completely black and just with white eyes, so it looks like some kind of black shadow creature thingy-majiggy. Like, yeah, I do know this was a edited cosplay, I'm pretty sure, of the character from something or other. I've forgotten. But I do like how it's been edited to fit, like, personal preference and turned into an entirely new suit. Don't really have any more than that to say about this mask. This mask was sent by Mars, and feel free to credit yourself if you're on here. I'm going to rate this a 2 out of 5. No, not a 2 out of 5. 2.5 out of 5. I'm going to be perfectly honest, I'm a little bit biased about dino masks, since I'm not really a massive fan of them. I'll kind of like state my reasons in a second. Now, the paint job does seem very clean and the sewing does look very good. However, my only, well, I do have some bad points just because I'm biased. Don't take this too harshly. The ears do feel a bit big, like they might be a bit too much. That's something I usually see with a lot of dino masks, where they're like just massive, like, yeah, just, I don't know. They're just massive and a solid colour, and often I don't usually think it looks very good. I do like how this is 2 different colours though for the ears, because a lot of the time they're usually just a solid colour, which I'm not a big fan of. The design's also quite basic, not very interesting to me personally. Obviously other people would like it. I do like it. I just, you know, as I've stated like a million times, uniqueness, good. Not very much uniqueness, yeah. I can't really give very fair comments about this mask, just entirely, Ignore my bad speech sometimes, I'm talking a lot and I'm hot. I can't give fair comments, just entirely because of my bias. Like, I really do not like dino masks that very much. Like, even though I do have one myself, I'm just not a big fan of them. However, they are obviously very good for beginner fursuit makers and people who obviously can't afford to make a proper head or anything else. This mask, I really like this mask. It's from Finch, by the way, and this mask is definitely more than deserving of a 4.5 out of 5 plus a bamboo shoot. Like, just anyone, even like non-furries or whatever, would look at this and be like, that is very nice. Now, I am absolutely in love with the colour schemes of the blue and brown. Like, whenever I see fursuit like heads or masks or anything with this colour scheme, like, they always look good. I've never seen one that doesn't look good with this colour scheme. And also the base shape is very interesting, and I like how stylised it is, because it's actually quite rare to see half masks that are like incredibly stylised. This one is stylised, and I like that, obviously. That's the reason why it gets the golden bamboo shoot, just mainly because of like the interesting stylisation. The accessories as well, those are adorable. I love the little fish. I want one of those little fish. Actually, I'm going to have one of those little fish. Yeah, the little fish. I love the little fish, guys. Also, did I mention I really like the colour scheme? I also really like the colour scheme. Did you know I like the colour scheme? Anyways, there's literally nothing bad I can say about this mask. All around, I love it. Like, I feel like I'm being like massively dramatic here, but I really like this mask. Just as a whole, really, it's very good. So these 2 masks are from Pagan Coda on YouTube, I think it is. So I'm rating both of them, obviously, but they're getting different scores. First mask, I would personally say, is a 2 out of 5. I feel bad talking about this mask because it's clear it is quite a new first mask, like just testing things out for the first time. A lot of love was clearly put into this mask, but you guys did want your masks rated. The paint job is quite messy, like it's quite splodgy, it's kind of, I don't know, the freckles on the face, I think they're just like, they could have been more neat. And I can tell it's a dog, but it does kind of lack some of the details, such as a nose. Or at least I think it's a dog. Yeah. I mean, the fur doesn't look particularly great either. It does look quite cheap, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, because I buy incredibly cheap materials too. Now, the second mask, definitely a huge improvement here. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Now, the base shape, very good as well. Just not much to say about it, it's a good base shape. And the colours are also very visually appeasing together. Not pleasing, appealing. Yeah, just, I do like the overall, like, vibe this mask gives off. But the paint job could be improved a little bit. It's still very good, it's just mildly messy in some parts. Once again, with the freckles, they seem quite big. But yeah, this mask is quite good. Could have some very small improvements here and there, but other than that. Now this mask is from Tiger. We'll start with the mask that you're wearing, and this mask, adorable, I love it. So I'm going to give you a 4 out of 5. I'm assuming this is a fennec fox. If so, it's very similar looking to an actual fennec fox with a base shape and smooth fur colouring. There's not really any negatives I can say to this mask. Like, I especially like the nose. The nose does look very well done. And the eyes. Just, yeah. I mainly like the nose. It's a random, like, point, but the nose is cute. Now for the goat mask, I'm going to give this a 2.5 out of 5 and a golden bamboo shoot, actually. Now, the main reason for the golden bamboo shoot is because it reminds me a lot of my very first half mask. Like, I don't know, it was like my first time properly using a cat base, except I modified it, obviously. So, yeah, there's going to be a picture up here, obviously, comparing it. Like, you guys should hopefully see the vision that I'm having. Now, I also like the horns. I've not actually seen a mask like that with horns like that, and I feel like it should be used a lot more with actual stuck-on horns. Like, it is very well done with the horns. I like those, just, yeah. The only problems with this mask is it's meant to be a goat. However, in my personal opinion, it doesn't look like much of a goat. This is just entirely because of the lack of ears. If I had ears, it would definitely be improved quite a lot. The paint is also quite messy, and the design does feel slightly rushed in a bit. I'm talking too much, so it's messing up my speech. Anyways, the design does feel a little bit rushed. I mean, I'm not saying that it is. It could be not rushed. I feel mean if it's not a rushed design, but it does kind of feel that way. Other than that, I do quite like this mask. A lot more than I feel like I should, but I do like this mask. Now this mask is from Coyote Howls on TikTok. I'm definitely starting to notice a pattern with there being a lot of canine masks in this video. Definitely not a bad thing. I've literally never made a canine mask before, actually. I'm only just realising that. Maybe I should. I should. Now, this is another very good mask, so I'm going to rate it 4 out of 5 again. Now, it's very fluffy looking, which I like, as I've already stated before. Not sure why, but fluffy just means nice looking mask to me. I don't know. And also, it has a good base shape. Like, a lot of these masks do have very good base shapes. Like, it might just be because I suck at making bases, so every single other person's base looks amazing. But, oh well, it is a very good base shape. Generally, there isn't much to say about this mask. I've seen quite a lot of masks with a very similar look to this, especially with a forehead star. Of course, once again, not a bad thing. Just sort of like realising there's some patterns here of a lot of masks. Like, obviously, there's probably some indirect inspiration from other masks. Just saying, it's a bit similar to other ones I've seen. Not a bad point, not a good point either, it's just a point. Now, these two masks from Megs. I love both of these cat masks, mainly because of their fur patterns, and you might be starting to realise my reasoning for one of them. Now, they're both definitely worth a 4 out of 5, and they both get a golden bamboo shoot. A lot of my ratings are kind of biased. These ones are also biased, just because, in a good way, yeah. The details on both of them are very well done. It's very smooth, they have some good contrast, and just overall very smooth paint job. The eyeliner and stuff also is very clean. Eyeliner can get easily messed up both in real life doing actual eyeliner and on masks. So yeah, those details, very good. Now for the second mask, I really like the forehead pattern. I don't know why I like the forehead pattern. There's like no reason as to why I extra like the forehead pattern or anything. Yeah, I like it. I like cats with that pattern, to be fair, which is kind of why I'm a bit biased. But yeah, my reasoning is a little bit obvious. The nature details on the first mask as well, very pretty. I also love Siamese cats, which also makes me a bit biased. I'm currently making Siamese cat masks, by the way. 2 of them, to be precise. But yeah, Siamese cats, once again, I'm biased. The only negative I can really think about with the first mask is that the ears are kind of like low down and they look a bit flat. But that might be done on purpose, I'm not sure, but if it is, then ignore my comment. Just an observation, obviously. But other than that, I really do like these masks. Like, probably some of my favourites in this video. Now, on to my final mask. I'm not sure how to credit this person since they never stated their name, so if this is you, call yourself out in the comments. The rating I give this mask is a 3 out of 5, plus a golden bamboo shoot, actually. Now, this mask is very unique for quite a few reasons, actually. Now, number 1, this mask is a cosplay mask for a Cookie Run Kingdom character, and I never actually see cosplay masks very often, especially with like half mask ones. And also, this is a very unique species as well, so seeing both a cosplay mask and a unique species put together is something I definitely do not see often at all. Also, my second reasoning is I've also never seen anyone use a wig for a half mask either, and that just gives it some extra uniqueness points as well. The wig is definitely put on quite well. I would like to see some half masks with wigs on, like, more often actually, especially with horses. I don't see that very often. There should be more horse masks as well. But the only negative I have for this mask is the overall quality. The horns are just coloured cardboard and the rest of the mask seems to just be coloured with pen too. I personally have learned from experience that masks that are coloured using only felt tip pens don't usually stay the same colour for a while. Like, I made a deer mask, it was once brown, now for some reason it's green and purple. Just, yeah, that just puts the quality down a little bit. But yeah, that was the final mask. For the sake of keeping the video short, I'm gonna have to end it here. Remember to check the description for the Google form and to subscribe so I can keep making videos like this. Now, thank you to everybody who contributed to this video, and I hope the contributions get more and more, if that makes sense, because my channel is just going to keep improving. So thanks for all the support, and I hope to see you all in the next video.